Okay. As a reminder, I've put the content warnings in the chat. Okay, first of all, Shiny, don't fall asleep. It's okay if you do, but I will poke you every once in a while. As a reminder, we put the content warnings in the chat. This game has a lot of them, and we've encountered a lot of them, and there may be more. So please check out that that list, which may include spoilers, if you need them. This is a love story! Okay, are we getting to the point of the love story? I would kind of like to see the love story, though. Let's see where we load in for this. I'm going to be very curious. Okay. Let's load. Where did we save? This is where we saved.
I forgot.
Remember? This is where we saved. See? Look at us! I was right! We're a bird! We're a bird looking in a window. It's not a mirror. Okay, so here we go. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Okay, have you swallowed the water that was in your mouth? Okay, good. Those mistakes. Here we go. We finished chapter 4 of what were we? The Razor. No Way Out.
Yes.
We got both. Yeah, we got all the voices. Chapter 4, nothing at all. We just finished chapter 4. Nothing at all.
I definitely won't stab you.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's see. Here we are. I love everybody in the chat's like, here he comes. I'm like, that's not all that is on this. Okay, I'm clicking the button. Ooh. An explore option. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh.
We've been this asshole all along. Chat, huge kudos to knowing exactly the point where we left off and holding your powder for a full fucking week. Well done.
I know what you are, but what am I if that's not... A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. No. Oh, I do not like it. It's blinking. I know, but it's blinking at me and I don't like it. Okay. Oh, good Lord.
Far more questions than there are from.
Okay. Explore. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Very high on the list. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Oh, what a neat question. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Might come back to that one. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks? Is that true?
Look in the mirror. We said, who are you?
Are you a part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? Second favorite question. Third favorite question.
Oh.
I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? I've already destroyed the mirror. That's the final option. Okay. Are you a part of me?
Yeah.
Or are you something else?
No, I am not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Do not like.
From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Also, look at the eyes. Look how they're photorealistic. There are shades of blue in there.
Yeah. Also, look at the teeth.
Yes, I saw the teeth. I don't like the teeth. All right, folks, we are on a clock. You see how the mirror is breaking? We don't get to ask many questions. Yeah, I think the big why is I think the big why, and then the I wasn't supposed to see all this was I is what's gonna happen. I'm just scrolling through the options again to see if there's. I really want to ask, what are you? Are you something like me?
I would guess we get 3 more, so put it on the list, but maybe do the big Y before it.
I'm gonna go for the big Y. We're going for the big Y. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Oh, my sweet summer child. You cannot destroy death. Entropy is more inevitable than energy.
Or taxes.
Or it is a noble. This is the definition of lawful order that proves that it is unobtainable and not practical. It's the idea that you can form a perfect something that won't have any entropy or death or harm. You can't. You just can't.
And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Once you're gone. The narrator is going. Oh. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? This is another good question. It says, you said she contains death. What is she? But again, unreliable narrator. I'm just going to get his perspective.
I think stick to your original plan.
I really want to ask, why would you want to get rid of death?
That's a good one too.
Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. I mean, oh gosh, it's become very death focused now. Look at this question. I was made to do this single task. Who made me? What am I? I see. I asked what he was. I should ask what I am. Because if you're the narrator, but we're not the same, but I'm seeing a reflection. Is that me or is that him? Who made me? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I'm gonna write that down. Please excuse me.
I thought the long quiet was
I thought the long quiet is the place that we go when we die. So we go to our own afterlife? I think you go to your own afterlife. I'm full of questions. Long quiet equals me question mark.
Oh, Brandon, that's amazing.
Not sure if I said it before, but the noise you're hearing, the long quiet, I made it out of vocal samples from Johnny's various characters. I would love to see the DAW of this, like all the different layers that go into it. Okay, but if you made God, and that's me, Does that mean you're a god? Does that mean she's a god? How is this working? Oh, I'm gonna run out of questions.
I think we got maybe 3-4 more.
I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. A god I always knew I was special. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. There's still that doesn't hurt when pieces of you break off like this. Or maybe we'll just say, every time I ask you something, it looks like a piece of you breaks. I've met you many times before. Have you been the same only? Are you a god? Or were you a god? Ooh. What is the princess? Did you make her too? That's a good question. I don't think he made her. I don't think he did. I think he made us as a response to her. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change.
She's chaos.
She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
So if she's only a reflection, then there has to be a point of reference. Okay, so the narrator made us as the point of reference.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you.
Construct.
That would explain the benefit.
New information?
Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
What can I say, buddy? You ain't the greatest.
Ooh, that's deep.
Okay, if you made us, then I want you to know this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? Ooh. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? That doesn't follow in my head. Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone know about us? I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. Okay. And then some of these are before. I still want to ask if it hurts if pieces of him break off like that, but why couldn't you have told me all of this from the start?
Yeah.
If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? Are you a god or were you? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept is a brilliant question. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? You've called this place a construct. What is it supposed to do? I really love this question. Why would you want to rid the world of death? Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. I'm saving. This just...
Just a second. You need to get a refill. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. It's very unfair. How come I can't ask all the options? Because otherwise I would be here forever. That's why. Oh my gosh, chat. How are we going to pick? I like the thing about asking... Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? I'm trying to learn. What does that answer get us, though? Just because she could assume any form doesn't... All that would do is change the interaction I had with her. It wouldn't change the fundamental request, which was, I guess I'm supposed to be here. Where's that question about what is this construct supposed to do?
Your line of questioning of him, you, her,
Yeah.
construct is pretty solid.
Yeah. It's very logical. Sorry. You've called this place a construct. What is it supposed to do? Like, what is the purpose of this from your perspective?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through.
So it's a kill box.
The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world.
If you have that kind of power, why are you building a kill box?
But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Good.
Okay. So you had to ensnare...
Oh, the torment nexus.
You had to ensnare and diminish me in order to pit me against what you decided was your foe. Everybody picking up on that? Anybody who had any "this is the good guy" vibes? Off they fuck?
He put us in a box to fight death. And then he complained we weren't fighting death properly in the box he put us in.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. I still like this question a lot. If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, so you want me to be an agent of the status quo. That's conservatism. Or how is it different from death at all? It feels worse. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all the hubris? I do love that as a kiss off line. After everything you did, I'm scrolling through more options. I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
Great job, Ducky.
Oh, what did I say? Oh, there's a thread there. We'll read that after this. I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to say let me keep scrolling. If she's capable to so you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? Scroll. I'm just reading. I'm gonna do the whole "why would you lie to me" thing. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? I.e., you had all the power here. Why did you decide lying to me was the approach you were going to take?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
Again, he's differentiating himself from the other narrators.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
I mean,
that is not an excuse.
True, but it is a valid interpretation.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
That's not
You
the very...
can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
On that
Except
one.
for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
My early assessment.
Sure!
My early assessment of this as a feral Tory minister was exactly on the money.
I want to try this. If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death, or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. I just watched the Lazarus Project, which is all about trying to prevent time loops and what happens when you have to go forward with the time loop, even though it's not the result you actually want. That's what's happening here.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
when I broke the cycle. So he's implying that he's now put the brakes on this thing?
Yeah.
So he's put us in the torment nexus for the allotted period of time, and now he's going to pour us out onto the sand and see what we're holding on to.
And patiently wait for us to applaud his kindness for setting us free.
Skeptical.
Good revolution, everybody, and it's a tie.
Right?
Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Nobody wants to leave what? It's Schrodinger's torment next? He doesn't get to know what the result of the experiment is until he brings it to a close? It's kind of implied to me, Brandon, that, in the end, nobody wants to leave means in the end, nobody wants to die. And I'm like, buddy, have I got a lot of people to introduce you to? Don't make the assumption that everyone wants mortality. That is a flawed assumption. You're delusional. Very tempting. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? Still very tempting. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Again, I don't think that follows. Anyone is external people. They have nothing to do with this. Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god. I'm just scrolling through other options. I still want to ask if it hurts of pieces like of that, if that hurts. I'm not going to say I would have helped you destroy her because I don't agree with that. And I don't like the idea of saying, can't I just will her into something small? That's cruel. This has the green option from Mass Effect 3 vibe. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? If you choose not to decide you still have made a choice kind of vibe? I mean, this is the other one that I'm really kind of attracted to, which is the people out there beyond the walls of the construct. Do they know about this? Am I in an Omelos situation where I have a whole universe full of abettors? Do they know what you want me to do to them? Yeah, let's go with this.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion.
Again, we kind of only have his word for it.
When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Have you given all the other people in the universe the chance to live outside the shadow of death? Am I supposed to infer that by trapping death in the box with me, that has let every other universe live without it? So in which case, this is an Omelos situation. You know this is a torment to me, and you decided that it was acceptable to allow me to be tormented through this experiment so that I would keep death busy long enough for everybody outside of the box to live without it for a bit?
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not even sure how I feel about that.
If the universe is really dying, then how serious is he about it?
He doesn't say it.
Instead, it's dying.
But the universe is always dying. It starts dying the minute it starts contracting, and it starts contracting the second after it explodes.
If the universe is really dying, then why has he taken it upon himself to try and save it by removing death? And my secondary point is, if death is finite and killable, why send one assassin?
Yeah. I'm trying to go along with this how you conquer death allegory, but honestly, I play paladins. I'm not here for the undead. I don't think you're supposed to destroy the concept of death. So I'm not finding his argument sympathetic. This is very attempting to say you're delusional. Maybe I have a little more empathy for after everything you've done to us, do you just think anyone deserves to listen? But again, other people's, what they do and don't deserve doesn't have anything to do with what he's done to us. We're running out of options here. I'm thinking I'm gonna say, I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. Does that sound okay to you?
Sounds good to me.
You are you. And if you'd let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
He's becoming more and more wolf-like and less bird-like the longer he talks. You're right, there is no accounting for free will. Neener, neener, neener. Okay, I'm thinking I got 2 left.
Yeah, I think you do.
And then I think the last 2 I'm going to go with are going to be, if you made us...
Go first time, Brendan.
Then I want you to know that this has been torture. And then after that, if I get one more, I think I want to say, do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris? Those are the last 2 that I think I'm going to get. The only thing there's no accounting for free will hits the TMA center of my brain. Player virus is a hell of a drug, man. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. You have tormented the 2 of us.
The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put 2 infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
Congratulations, you're a war criminal. Enjoy being shards.
No.
What
the inevitability of death is inevitability. It is not torture. Oh, wow. What? Yeah, we're going with the hubris option, bitch.
What gives Beaky here the moral high ground? Did everyone vote for him to build the Torment Nexus and for us to be put in it? No. This isn't saving the universe. This isn't killing death. This is a sadist getting her rocks off.
It could be. Absolutely. That is a very valid interpretation. I just... that is not lying well with me. Death of the author. Run out of questions. Last one. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Lie. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end. So I don't get to say, I hope you enjoy all your hubris. Because here's the thing. Is he really being destroyed, or is his ability to observe inside the construct being destroyed? Because if it's just his ability to observe inside the construct, then he's just going to start it over again. Let's be honest. I think you're out of time. Would give us more information, I bet. I bet he would brag and say, oh no, I'm not. Be petty, you deserve it. Thank you, Spike Garden. That's very kind of you. If I was being fair and balanced, I would then take all of this information to the princess and see what she wants to say about it.
Do you want to give him the certainty of defeat, or do
That's
you want
petty.
to
That's
give
about
him?
me. It's not about him.
That's my point. This is the last conversation you're going to have with him. Do you want to look him in the eye and say, I'm not going to do it. Enjoy being dead? Or do you want to look him in the eye and go, I don't trust you enough to make that call?
Let's just say I think you're out of time and leave it up in the air.
Again, it's not about him, it's about you. What catharsis do you want?
I'm so bad at getting catharsis even in first-person games. Wow.
Go for the thing you don't think you should go for.
I'm not gonna slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. I'm not gonna destroy death. Sorry. Or I could say, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. That's just such a weaselly answer. Right? Corbin will literally do anything besides go to therapy. I'm not into lying. I'm not going to slay her. And I think you should know that before you go.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. And my time is up.
Goodbye.
I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away.
Can you fade away now?
Are you going to burn out before you fade away? As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The long quiet, all of this is you. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. A beating vessel. Bring the razor's heart to her. I'm just reading off what the accomplishments are that are hitting. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh God.
There's about to be. That was a flash tide.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Oh, Brandon.
This is lovely and terrifying.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Okay. By I missed you dearly, is this now me dying? I have slightly complicated feelings about this. I never forget the first time.
Oh, I can imagine.
I can only imagine.
You don't know whether this is terrifying or beautiful or
Yes.
sexually charged or yes.
And her eyes are uncovered. Okay. Explore options. I've missed you too.
Oh, I
Do
can
you know
imagine.
about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation? We call him the Echo now, not the narrator. Interesting. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. Ooh, we love that. What happens now? Yes, all, AWE, the biblical interpretation of all, is exactly the vibe here.
Biblically accurate princess.
Overwhelming. It is a biblically accurate princess. There you are. Correct. All right. I don't know that I've missed you. Can't say I've missed stuff. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. Is what we're going to go with here. And I'm also going to say so that we have the art. There we go.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound. a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Hence the... Okay. She sure is a mound that is shifting, yep. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? Yeah, those high notes. Oh, the shivers.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Well, I don't want to pay him no mind, because he has the power to lock us in here, so I think we should recognize that fact.
Mound. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you. Thank you. Amelia Jones was a pleasure to work with. Her work on Hollow Knight blew me away. Okay. Right? And which is a valid question. Like, if I'm a god, though, I think I'm kind of on her par or have the same potential. I'm not sure how this is going to resolve. Let's be honest. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Oh, she can see us.
Not sure I feel about that. When my friend streamed this, he literally went, "Don't make the joke, don't make the joke." Thank you.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play.
Interesting.
I'm not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
You are not death, but you can contain it. Okay, so what? So we were something, and then we were two things. Okay, keep going. I'm learning, nodding, listening.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
No!
Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Yeah.
Hold me.
Oh! Yeah. Please hold! Save. Alright, we now have a gazillion explore options, but I'm just really hoping that...
Crumbs.
Yes. Alright, so explore options. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Ooh, like that. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is all this falling to me? Good question. Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. Yes, Marguerite happy. Talk problem to death. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. I don't believe that. If you were always going to become this, and what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? Oh, okay. We have to have a whole discussion about journey versus destination. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. And then we have, I told you what was going to happen when we reach this point. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. Or, I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. I know, Sansa, honestly, I feel really sorry for any divine being at the afterlife having to put up with me because I'm going to be like, right, get comfortable. I have questions. Item 1, check.
Honey, there'll be a separate doorway for lawyers. Don't worry.
Yeah, going straight down. I know.
No, just like a side entrance. With a presentation.
Oh, I like a presentation. Well, let me know, pads.
Q&A.
Then I can take questions.
Branded stationery.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's ridiculous. How happy that makes me.
And for hell, branded stationery.
Oh, God, that was an awful pun. Folks, capitalism is exerting itself, and we have so many decisions to make. So why don't we take a break here for a second while Marguerite updates her list of questions to ask in the afterlife. And Alistair, I think, needs more tea. So 2-3 minutes. We'll be right back, okay?
behind her back.
Can you imagine if Geiger had done this? We were just thinking about that and going, there'd be a lot more boobs. But okay.
Just an infinite field of boobs.
Okay.
Spiky boobs with knives coming out of them. And absinthe.
Okay. I have questions. I would like some more answers, please. Is that okay?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
But I can die crying!
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
No.
If this is what it takes to enlighten
No.
then so be it.
Sorry, crazy lady.
What did you do, Ray?
I couldn't help it. It just popped in there. Oh boy.
This torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Look at the eyes. Oh.
This is some straight up end boss music. Oh no! What did I do?
Oh, it is.
Oh yes! This is
Oh.
Sephiroth and...
On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead all at once.
Yeah, I see it.
What's going on here?
You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be.
I didn't humble you. Maybe we're calling back to different hearts. Okay, Brendan, that's fair. I did just kind of keep pushing.
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Didn't it do the same thing to you? Oh, look at this. It didn't last. It wasn't worth it. After everything you put me through, it felt good to watch you fall apart. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning, or I won't engage with violence. We are saving the game!
Saves.
I'm not going to engage with violence.
But violence has defined the thread of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
It's not fear, it's a choice. You're choosing violence, and you have options to not do so. Be better.
Your little hair drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it?
We're going backwards. We're going backwards through all the choices we made because that was the razor, and this is the damsel.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is getting very philosophical.
We're also getting more defined.
Look at our arms.
That's
Look
not
at
us. That's us.
You think that's us?
Yeah.
So we're taking the princess's point of view, stabbing at us.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we're going back through the events from her point of view. Because that's exactly what that was implied, right? The idea that we were coming to one level and she was coming to another level, and now we're swapped.
I think she's
now we're going back the other way. And that's why, good observation there, Goblin. That's why the art is the negative. We're from her perspective. So, okay. Oh, this is gonna end on a really weird note because we end on Stranger. Oh, crumbs. Okay, I'm almost out of all materia. Somebody throw me a potion. Let's go.
But the stakes meant nothing to you.
That's the damsel.
Desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
We got the stranger first because I lawyered it to death.
Apparently that's good news.
I have no idea if that's going to be our final form or if it's just given this pattern, it will be the last thing that we get the perspective.
I love that because the heart is the only thing left. It's held up by one of the nameless princesses.
As for the razor? Yeah, exactly. So these are the individual personalities resurfacing. I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. Ooh, that feeling never left me. I like that a lot. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those it holds captive. Okay, we don't have time to unpick all that. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender? Look at her looking back over her shoulder.
Your first instinct was that feeling never left.
That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight with me, Leon. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
Interesting. I don't trust that. Ooh. I'm ready. I want to leave with you, or I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective. Each.
You saved like a minute ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave with the damsel. I really don't. I really don't like how one-sided that was. I want to go back through all of them, I think. Yeah. No, we're going to keep going. We're definitely going to keep going.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Interesting. So here's us with a knife coming at her. Yeah, I'm with you, Rebesco. The damsel was the creepiest one. Yeah, this one's the prisoner.
But even then, he remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing.
That's right.
To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things.
Which isn't a bad perspective.
Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
No.
Oh.
That would be torture, is my instinct. No. It's not torture. Because remember, the whole point about this is if I kill her, I kill the ability for things to change. And I don't want to kill the ability for things to change. Permanence is not a gift. It's conservatism. It's decay. It's not even chaos anymore. No. That would be torture. That's not care.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To
Nailed
be
it.
paused is to be trapped.
Excellent. That's what I wanted her to understand. Good. Oh boy.
Here we go.
Yeah, the Spectre was and the Wraith were rough. Ooh.
Force between choosing your death and forfeiting your body. You chose agency. But agency requires action. And action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
No, of course not. Can you say with certainty what shape a world without you will take? I don't want that world to come to pass. You didn't give me much choice. Would you remove action self from reality? No, I don't want that world to come to pass.
Then accept the world as it is now, with both of us a part of it.
I think that's ultimately what we're gonna have to do. It sounds like such a cop-out, though. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
Yes?
There is no constant. There is no center.
And it cannot hold the Falcon and the Falconer. There we go.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
If you do a replay, I highly recommend talking at length with the Spectre and volunteering to help her. It's a very interesting path. Okay. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in, when you get to sit above it all. Ooh. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, so, and our decisions have changed as well. I'm gonna start with these explore options. What do you think happens if we leave here? Save.
Save.
Save it every 12 seconds. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
It's pretty good to me, I mean. But it is easy to believe in the things you believe in when all you do is sit above it.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Now, that's what the narrator said. No hubris.
All right. Take a breath, Galadriel.
All right. So there's a couple of slay options left. Okay, let me read all these through. Okay, I'm ready to leave, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. Everything dies in time. That's a stupid thing. I was told there was enough of you and me to preserve meaning and existence. I'm going to trust that's true. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. So this isn't so much slay her as slay her and take her place.
Yeah.
Okay there, Gale. Sit tight. I have to fight for a better world, I'm so sorry. Slay the princess. Interesting. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. Slay the princess. No, that's what we said to the narrator. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Mass Effect green energy option. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Oh.
You say, right?
Santa's like, Marguerite wants the last one. I'm like, yes, Marguerite wants the last one very much. Because she's still suffering from the point of view, she's still suffering from essentialism. It's entirely her perspective. But I am part of you. And therefore, if you are denying my perspective, then you are denying a part of yourself. And you are still centered in the hubris. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Says who? Extraordinary claims.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do that.
Me really happy for some reason. Okay, this is the Avengers moment, right? Where all the voices come. He's the only one of the voices I always liked. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Is this gonna be an on your left situation? Okay, which are you? Does it matter? Oh, you have no idea how good it is to hear you. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. No. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. That's the one I'm picking.
It's good to be here.
He sounds more confident.
He does sound more confident, which makes me happy.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
See? Yes, exactly. The hero gets me. Okay, good.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Marguerite loved the himbo, of course. Oh, this is because we fostered the relationship with him at the end every time before he died. Smug mode.
It's time to resume our dance.
It's okay, Tate.
Is it though?
Is it though?
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm so conflicted about this.
Hi, Syntaxo. There's some catching up to do.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Sansa? It's a love story.
So this is the end game on Slay the Dragon, and it's pretty cosmic. It's very, very, very good, and I would.
And we're right now listening to like the Final Fantasy final battle music. Okay, all right, hero. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Yeah, I thank God I saved.
Oh my god. We're resetting. It's getting more complex each time.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
On the floor.
Look outside the window. But look at how many combinations of things it is.
Castle.
Look, she's outside. Look at the drawings outside. There's like 6 different wall textures, and look at how the floor moves in 3 different pieces, and it's one of the tables and a bunch of the different windows.
Or
And
attached to anything.
Is it the first cabin? Is it the stranger cabin? I honestly can't remember, folks. It's been such an emotional journey. It's kind of where it all started.
Do you need me to describe things?
Oh. He's offering to narrate.
That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
Hey, boys.
And the contrarian's back. Okay.
Oh, you made it here too?
Interesting. Interesting. I'm wondering how many more we're going to hear.
We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
This one what? Aww. Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Okay.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Since we left him.
Our first exploration. This is the last little bit of this universe.
This is the special cabin
So
for if
when-
you had the stranger on your first route. Or normally it's just a basic. Okay. Nice.
So
Nice,
the
nice,
narrator was
nice.
lying. The universe isn't destroyed, a shard of it remains.
And we've come back to one of them.
When
This
you go-
contrarian was a stranger's contrarian, not the razor's contrarian. No, because we did. With the razor, we didn't get the contrarian. With the razor, we got. They all started layering on top of each other. Yeah, so if you played the game like a rules lawyer like Marguerite, then you could have the special room too.
Possible the lawyer.
Thank you,
Well,
Tony and Abby.
my
I
autobiography.
appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
So if we had asked him, hey, I wasn't supposed to wake up, was I? He would have answered yes. We got contrarian with razor. We threw the knife out the window despite cheated and yeah.
Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Well, I'm being confronted with having to think about that right this very moment. Ooh, okay. So a couple of dialogue options here. We've got good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone, or it's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go. I'm going to say I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone, because honestly, I don't. Part of me says good riddance. I don't know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
It's not complicated at all. I miss him. I feel bad that he's gone.
But you're a contrarian, so, I would expect that from you.
And if we said we're sad to see him go, the contrarian would have said, why?
Yeah, exactly. If the offer still stands, you could just grab the cabin to us. For old time's sake. I'm going to save right here.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows.
The sound's changed. I hear like
Rustling.
wind, like
Yeah.
trees in the
You know,
wind.
come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he?
No, he didn't.
I always thought they were implied. He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there. It's gone, though. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
You have to choose whether or not to take the blade even now.
You gotta save right before this, right?
Oh, I'm
Go
so
in without the blade.
conflicted. Things aren't going to go south. No. Choices till the very end. No, we're not taking the knife. Remember what I told her. I'm not going to get violent with you.
Yep.
For what it's worth, taking the blade gives you a fantastic option. But we'll see it on the save. We've always said, we told her, look, we're not going to do this with violence. So we're just going to go without it.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
Oh, he actually supports me. That's very sweet.
If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point. Those winding
Here we
stairs
go.
again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
I'm glad.
We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
I like the contrarian's moment of self-knowledge there. All right, let's go down the stairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time.
Free.
Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
She's also not shackled. Look.
Like I said, free.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script.
Hi. Have we met? I'm the queen of the third option.
Are we missing a page?
A page? Are we missing a page? She's a princess, right? So page could mean...
Of the script, like Saz says.
But it also implies another person, like squire, knight, page. Okay, there's a whole lot of explore options. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you. I don't want to be a god. Ooh, I like that. Are you the same as you are out there? That's a great opener. What if we just leave? I think the only thing left for us to do is to leave. I'm going to start with, are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world.
I like the almost like spaceship hum
Yeah.
going on here.
But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
Hence the three perspectives.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
Good observation, Contrarian. There's three of her and there's three of us.
Yeah. We really are the same.
More like reflections or parallels. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful.
Oh, the concept of tripart deities is way older than Christianity.
That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
Right? Yep. That makes sense.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Oh, you're growing up, Contrarian. I'm so proud of you.
Boys.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
Right? He had an arc. I'm so proud of him.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we.
I mean, I see that.
So, you might as well embrace it.
I mean, if I literally am not going to be given the choice. What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore. It's the spirit of the thing.
Right?
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you?
What's the alternative? Never changing again? That's what we just had a huge screaming argument about.
Is that what you want?
Oh. Okay, hang on. I have to delay the ad break because it wants me to take their hand in yours. Is it okay? Save. It's a very sweet option. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this. It doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
That's it.
Bingo!
That's it.
That I do like the idea of just holding their hand. And then maybe hoping it lets me pick that option.
So do that.
Right? Capitalism, wait! This is a love story! I'm gonna hold their hand.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
Oh. There goes the theme again. Love it.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Hero, you can't stay! No, he's become the stereotype! He's become the stalwart lieutenant who falls on the sword at the last moment!
Yeah, I think we've done our job.
That's interesting. Both of them. Hang on, I gotta snooze. Snooze. Go away. Are you two going to be okay alone?
We're not alone. We have each other.
Oh, dear
Oh,
God.
AO3 just thanked you for that.
And I'm sure we'll find the others.
Valid. Gotta have a sequel. Okay, everybody.
Here we go.
We're gonna leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence, filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. Look, it's just the stars outside. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown.
Yeah, it's full.
What's for?
There's full princesses. If you look at the heads.
Look at the crowns, yeah. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this. Yet they still are. And then They cross the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass.
It's, can you leave it behind?
It's comfortable there, but it's confining.
Change is scary.
We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
And that's the secret to the universe right there.
God damn it, capitalism.
Oh, I'm so conflicted. I like the idea of asking, are you ready? It's okay, don't worry about it. Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once. But we're more ready than we're not.
That's all it takes. Do it scared. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together.
Oh.
Okay, and now we're all gonna have emotions. And watch the wonderful credits. The ad break is gonna start here in just a couple of minutes, folks. So we're gonna watch the credits and have a little cry, and then we will take an ad break and come back and talk about it and see if there's. Oh, look! Yay! Yay! All the patrons and alpha testers. I'm like, quick! Do I recognize names? I can't read them all that fast.
Ooh.
Our song. Hold on. I need a screenshot. So is this the music that played to our specific playthrough?
Oh, that is so fucking cool.
If you ask who's going to open the door, she goes, both of us, right? That's the only way that makes sense, and I just died. Aww. I like that. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can do that. You hide the UI by hitting H. I just did it from my PC. And that is a brilliant idea to generate that so that people can know specifically which tracks were theirs. And I'm going to go build that playlist this weekend. Oh, look, explore! Join the Discord.
Join the
mailing list. Join the subreddit. Follow us somewhere else. Make your playlists. Explore, make you play our other game. Return to the main menu. Oh, that's such a smart touch. It's really fun.
That's amazing.
Okay. And then I guess we go back to the main menu. I don't want to go to the main menu. I'm just going to listen to the music. Okay, we're going to go to the ad break, everybody. Then Marguerite will work up the courage to go back to the main menu, and we'll talk a little bit more on the way back, okay? We'll be back in a minute.